Alright. I'm here going to show off the first of my Genshin Impact farming routes. Going to start here on the edge of Natlan. Grab these up here. Come all the way down here for this one on the beach. Immediately go to the Statue of the Seven. There should be 4 around the statue. Then you head out, climb up, and grab the 2 on the boxes around. Oops. Yeah, Varessa does that occasionally. Then you jump down off the tower, past the bridge, near the golem. Grab those 2, past the ravine, the crevice, and grab 2 more. Then the nearest teleport to the south. Head north immediately. There's 1 on the box. A second past the bushes. And here on another box. Back to the teleport. Now we go south. Down we go. Take those 2 and indwell the Quokkasaur. Down the fireway or whatever it's called again. And fly across the water. Grab these 2. 1 more near the cage. And then cross the water again. Two more on top. Another 2 at the bottom. Then we're going to be teleporting in the Night Winds area. Turn, head south. Oh, more of a southeast. Then turn south. 3 here. And 3 more in the corner. Then we'll head to the Echoes camp. Head to the west, up the stairs, and go. Grab the one next to Nipata and the other one. Then we're heading back to the east. 2 more here. How'd that happen? Alright.
Here I go.
And all the way down under the bridge to grab 1 more in the pots. Then we're heading all the way back to the underground ruins. Oh, this isn't my usual spot, but whatever. We're gonna head north from here, down the pit. Gonna grab 1 here and 2 more to the other side of the room. Teleport back up. Then we're gonna head straight ahead.
Hurry up, Grassa!
There's 3 on that side on the upper floor. 4 more on this side. Should get a 7. Then there's going to be 3 more in this room. First next to the wind, if it's blowing. Right here.
Hurry up, Brassa!
There's another 15 in this area here, but that's part of the other route. We're going to teleport to the Sikkim Hall. Go down here. There's going to be 1 on the first level.
Running late again.
4 on the second level. 1 for each room. When on the second full level, make sure you don't use that way down, but this one. There's going to be 1 here. Jump down to the final level. And there's going to be 2. 1 here, and 1 straight away through the door. I'm going to head to the north side of Sumeru and jump into this little cave right here. Grab these 3, avoid the what the hell? Oh, avoid the logs. Oh, that was bad.
Time to roll.
Oh well. Now we're heading off to Fontaine. Grab these 3. There's supposed to be more you can grab here, but it's not a part of my route, so I'm moving on. All the way down here. Oh, up here. There's also 3 in the city you could also grab, but they're a little more complicated, and it's just better to have simple investigation locations. Grab this one on the bookshelf. Then across the room to the large bookshelf for 3 more. That one's a little finicky as it ends up inside the bookshelf. But not too bad. Then we're heading to a statue of the 7 to the north. Swing around. Whoops. Jump down to the giant cog next to the stairs. 1 more next to the candle. And the third in another giant cog. Then we're going to teleport to a Fatua camp all the way to the northwest. There's just 2 here, but we need them. Then immediately head to the north. This is going to be one more of the complex locations because it's mixed in with some useless investigations. Always try to grab the closest one of the pairs. Once you got those, the last one is easy. Gonna head to the south a bit. This one's a bit easier to grab, less complex. The single one here, over by the beach. Running along the beach, we'll see 1 more next to the starfish. And head past this little hill. This one's in the corner. Then we're going up the stairs.
Running late again.
The giant cog. This one, you want to get the box, not the barrel.
Time to roll.
Then immediately up the rocks and up here. That one is just gold, so avoid it. This one you want to grab from the big box and hope it doesn't fly off to the other one. And we'll run up this mountain.
Sweet dreams.
Fly on over to this one. If you got any other flying character, that helps too. I have Mizuki.
Heads up.
I'm gonna grab 2 on the top floor. 3, 1 down. 2 more on the next floor. Avoid the book. One more right here. That leaves 1 location. Grab these 2 for free. 1 here. 1 in the corner between those tables. And in the other corner. And we'll jump back past the mechanism to grab our last location of the route. But we're not done collecting. Go to Inuzuma. And we're going to be teleporting right here. Actually, no, not right there. Whoops. We want this location. Always throws me off. These are part of a different route, so we're heading down. If you want to change the route up for yourself, personalize it, and make them a part of this route, be my guest. But this is what I've gotten used to. Anyways, we're going to grab all these.
Hurry up, Brassa.
And I'm going to head through here. Probably grab a few things along the way, but generally these are just food, except for this one spot which provides gold. At this point, we're staying in the area, so none of them despawn. Because we're well past the 100 investigations limit. And we're grabbing everything we can. Swing down here. Grab the electrolyte energy. Grab that artifact and this gold. Jump down to the crane to get a bit more gold. That's it for here. Teleport next to the Shaky Pavilion. Jump all the way down. There's 2 right here on the platform. And fly across the broken bridge.
Time to roll.
Up the stairs. Past the ice guy.
What?
Grab this one right here. All the ones on that side are food, so we want to turn around. Oh, grab this real quick. It'll be useful.
Kapow!
Alright, we want to jump inside this area and grab the gold. There's gold there. And 2 more on the above the house and on this upper platform. You can grab this one through the house. I'm just grabbing this mining material because why not? And down. Grab one more artifact in that crevice. Oops. Oh well. One more inside the house. You can grab the artifact through the wall, just like the other time. Get these 2 boxes. Swing around to the left to grab this. Now we're heading across the bridge. Jumping. There's one more. And there's only one more artifact left to grab. But a little bit more gold.
Time to roll.
That's it for the artifacts we can grab on this route. But there's still some more artifacts available. Let's see if this location has respawned. These artifacts are on a 24-hour timer. All of them are, except for the bird artifacts. Those are on the daily reset timer. These haven't respawned yet. So we'll go for the birds.
Time to roll.
Alright. Grab that artifact. Teleport to the... Alright, forgot their name. Oh well.
Time to roll.
Oh, Scions of the Canopy. Teleport to them, jump all the way down here. This bird doesn't have an artifact, but it does have some crystal flies, which is pretty useful. But that bird does give you an artifact. Got another one right next to this waypoint. Gotta turn around. And right next to the little baby. There's one artifact.
Get back on track. Gotta steer clear of other people. Here up.
Time to go. Again, this bird doesn't have any artifacts, but I just grab it just because.
Get back on track.
But there is an artifact here. And that leaves 2 more.
Time to roll. Why me? Here I go.
If it's available, you can get a little mining
Look out
done.
below. Look out below. Good.
Grab these 2. The first of whom also has crystal flies and artifacts, so that's great.
Hurry up, Brassa. Here I go.
If you farm these birds every day, you'll never run out of crystal flies. Alright, those artifacts are done. Let's check the chasm again.
Running late again.
Nope, no respawn. We'll come back to this later. doing some other stuff on my phone. Yeah, while I'm doing all these dailies on Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero, I also have Honkai Star Rail running on my phone. Let's turn the volume up a bit.
Hurry up, Brassa! Kapow!
Maybe not turn it up too much, because my mic is picking up the game.
Hurry up, Brassa! Heads up! Oof. Time to roll!
There we go. Finally. Now I'm gonna kill this guy a few times.
Off to the freezer! Let the world come alive! Stars shine for the pinnacle of excellence!
Well, that's good.
Silent!
Shower me with the night is cold. A little amusement.
The tides beckon.
Not now. A dash of frosting.
I'll give that one a chance.
Settle down!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! My guiding stars, don't be scared. Goose on the loose!
Bow your head.
Nope.
Cold, line to command. Off to the freezer. Let the world come alive!
Be sanctified.
Not now.
It's over.
Alright, let's check the mines again. Alright, now these have respawned, so let's get doing this one that happens every day. And they respawn every 24 hours.
Ooh, ah!
It's a good idea to mark when you've started this every day so that you can keep up. After you're done with that one spot in the chasm, we're jumping all the way to Sumeru. If you haven't done the quest here that lets you control the weather, then you're going to have to do that. If you have, make sure it's always raining here, and start grabbing these bubbles. Some have gold, some have artifacts, some have both. We're going to grab all of those.
Time to roll! Time to roll! Gotta steer clear of other people.
Just a quick attack with Veressa to build up her running charge.
Running late again. Time to roll!
Those are done. Whoops. I'm going to switch to Fontaine. Right next to the Research Institute. There's 3 more locations.
Time to roll! Kapow! Hit.
For this next part, it is very useful to have Aurora. If you don't, you're going to have to do Indwelling. Sitlali would also be effective if you have her. Now, if you have Sitlali, you probably have Aurora. There's 3 of those locations right here. Whoop. Down here. Then we're going to head all the way up here to Ochinatlan.
Time to roll.
Grab this one on this broken bridge. Then immediately drop down.
Time to roll.
Time to go.
One on this little island.
Running late again.
This one right here. I think there's more of those around here, but I don't know where they are. So if anyone wants to find them for me, that would be helpful. But that's it. Alright. I've used up almost all of my energy. Going to use a little bit more right here. Alright, that's what I need to do. Completely zoned out. I need to get... Oh, hello. Need to get Eon-san built.
Ah, I'm all warmed up.
My archetype? Right. Never told you that. My archetype is Max Polarity Angel. Yep.
I see everything. Quick as a flash. Good. Choose fight. Yeah. I'm going in. This might hurt a little. Headbutt. Charge. Yeah.
I will have to admit, among other Max Polarity Angels I know of, there could be an argument that I am the least of them, or at least in the middle.
Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
It's more of an aspect of knowing I'm superior, but in no way acting like I'm superior. It's like the phrase, if you have to go around calling yourself king, then you're not really a king. If I have to go around acting like I'm better than other people, then I'm really not. At that point, it's nothing more than an act. Oh no. Definitely not that. Thing about being Max Polarity Angel is that you literally have everything going on at the same time. There's so much going on in your head. Well, to say it's easy for someone like me to be mentally healthy is... well, that would be an outright lie. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of research out in the world that talks about how being a highly intelligent person can give people significant difficulties. Yes, but if you can rise to the challenge, you can end up to be a truly extraordinary person. Alright, that's done. When you say, are you talking about the polarities? Or are you talking about the 8 angel archetypes? I'm trying to remember if I have anything left to do. Again, that comes down to the polarities. Positive, negative, and covalent polarities. Oh, I should making sure their weapons are full. Whoops. Oh, not working on that one. Her weapon is good. It's based on whether or not the polarity is on or off. If it's off, if all 3 of them are off, that's one combination. Then we have 3 combinations for only one of them being on. 3 more combinations for only one of them being off. And then 1 combination for all of them being on. And that's 8. Let me type it out for you. Alright, I'm done with this game for today. Switching to Zenless. What do zero... Oh, you're talking about what foundational archetypes are like. Among them, those are just the most emotionally undeveloped and simple personalities. And again, what they look or act like depends on what their type is. In Zeely, you got rather bombastic personalities. Or at least usually very bombastic personalities. Ones who are in no way afraid of shaking things up or making a mess of things. Extremely confident in themselves, but not exactly the types to think ahead more than a few seconds. In Angel, you have a motor mouth. A no polarity angel is just going to be a font of stories and information, without any regard for what other people may want to know or not. There's an argument for them being fairly autistic. Time Lord, let's see, no polarity. Time Lord is going to be the player of games. Honestly, they're probably going to be the hardest to identify in a real world situation, because all Time Lords, especially, well, let's rephrase that statement. All Time Lords are natural born actors. So, more likely than not, especially no polarity Time Lords are going to... Oh no! No polarity archetypes all across the board have no self-awareness. So using the word self-awareness isn't entirely accurate. But for lack of a better term, we'll have to use the term self-awareness. Anyways, it is covalent polarity that provides a personality self-awareness. Those who lack covalent polarity usually don't have any significant understanding of their, or complex understanding of their foundational values. don't want that. Okay, I think I can do that. I can do that easily.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
Let's see. Someone of that archetype is going to be... Well, I've mentioned hypersensitivity for positive and for negative insensitivity. A no polarity is just going to be sensitive. Someone like that is going to be very jumpy, shy to an extreme degree. They're always going to be concerned about how they're perceived or how they could possibly bother somebody. And will most likely never develop any appreciable amount of self-confidence. So basically, they're so shy and withdrawn that they can't bring themselves to do anything or interact with anyone. Doesn't matter if you want to do something. If you're not doing anything, you're doing nothing. Within this game, a character of that archetype would be Corin.
Stay focused. Take this. Shift. A little gift.
If you're familiar with Naruto, Hinata Hyuga is that archetype.
Disappointing.
Last breath!
An opening. Concentrate. Focus. Take this. Shift. Disappointing. Know your place. Concentrate. Be gone. Focus.
Shiver breaking through!
An opening.
Okay. Intuitive? Alright, how are you defining intuitive? Abstract and inquisitive. Inquisitive, yeah, that would certainly describe Angel, but abstraction, not so sure about that. Now, I can tell you one angel behavior or value is decontextualization. What do you mean by candidates? Candidates for what? That I was thinking about. Which one would be the most abstract? Well, abstraction sounds like a spatially bound concept, but not temporally bound, so not psychopath, but either freak or time lord. Well, that's again a difference between spatially boundedness or not. Linear thinking is obviously spatially bound, so you're going to see that more from Time Lords. Lateral thinking, or out of the box thinking, is spatially unbound, so you're going to see that from Zeely. And angels who do a little bit of both are capable of thinking linearly or laterally. Though not as a, but they're not going to be as linear as a Time Lord or as lateral as a Zeely. Does it feel like I've already done everything? Alright, let's see if I can use a text. The way we have it arranged is... Can I zoom in with this? Yes, I can. Good. Yes, the way we have it organized is like this. The ones that lack covalent are on the left side, and the ones that have the covalent polarity are on the right side. And from there, we have the lowest polarity at the top, and then from pure positive to pure negative. And I'll keep that right here, though it's going to be hidden behind the game. So, never mind. Piper and Seth. Where'd you go? This character right here is a Negatron slave. Generally, these characters are depicted as being very sleepy. Another strange thing I've recently discovered about this archetype is they're often depicted as having a split personality. If you're familiar with Demon Slayer, this would include Zenitsu, who has his sleeping personality, who takes charge and can actually fight. Negatron slaves are quitters. They so much so don't want to do anything that they invent an alternative personality that does the things for them. I mean, that's what this chart does. 0 means off, and 1 means on. This one has all off. This one right here has them all on. This is positive, the first one is on. This is negative, the last one is on. And covalent is in the middle. So that's exactly what this does. Anyways, as I was saying about Negatron Slave, this character's alternate personality occurs when she's driving, as she's an absolute monster on the road, even though she's constantly sleepy elsewhere. Let's see. Oh, hers is done. Well, that's determines where a personality is, and determines their foundational values. Everything is in accordance to spatial or temporal boundedness. The columns XTR for Zealey, Tory, Right-Wing Authoritarian are spatially unbound, whereas the ones on the right side are spatially bound, where the partially bounded by space are in the middle. And the same goes for time. Those who are temporally bound are at the bottom, partially bound in the middle, and unbound at the top. Knowledge is temporally unbound because it lasts forever and can be applied to past, present, or future. Ignorance, a narcissist value and the opposite of knowledge, is temporally bound. But since ignorance and knowledge have consider maybe, except the balance is something freaks care about, not slaves. Though, since you have freak as a neighbor, well, you literally have everyone as a neighbor. One of the ways you need to understand about how slaves work is they always take the opposites to create something that cancels out. Like, one Zealey value is sight, vision, perspective. And a one psychopath value is blindness. So, they would take sight and blindness and hybridize them into a net zero result. They would take angel knowledge and narcissist ignorance and hybridize that into a net zero result. Time Lord life, right-winged authoritarian undeath, which again gets hybridized into a net zero result. You could say most neutral. Yeah, temporal is bottom to top. It is the rows. Now, there's again, our terminology, we don't say temporally bound or unbound because that's really quite awkward to say. We say good, new, we say, oh yeah, we say good, neutral, and evil. Oh, and for the spatial components, we say solid, interface for the middle, and then fluid. Oh yes, they can. It's not very hard either. All an evil personality has to do is the opposite of their evil impulses. And they can achieve a semblance of good. But being neutral is a little bit more difficult. Because they can't invert their nature. Everything they do will always be neutral. They'll do evil things for good reasons. Or do good things for to feed their own selfishness. Or, of course, in the case of slave, do practically nothing at all. Yes, in terms of the D&D alignments. But the D&D alignments don't truly apply to 72 archetypes. Not at all. By and large, in terms of D&D alignment, the vast majority of angel archetypes can and will be good. But there's some that can be not good, but in terms of D&D, neutral. So, one example of the a neutral angel archetype would be Tyrion Lannister. You familiar with Game of Thrones? Oh, Seth is ready too. Can't think of any angels from Naruto period, let alone ones that don't act good. Oh, wait. Fuck, I forgot Itachi. He actually is an angel. Itachi actually shares his... You're familiar with Harry Potter? Itachi would share his archetype with Sirius Black. Alright, I'm about to go into a cutscene I plan to record, so I'm going to be turning off your visibility. Alright. Seth here is a Zeely archetype, though I'm unsure if he's negative polarity or the foundational archetype. Huh, interesting. Hugo? What are you doing here, Hugo? What are you doing with Lilac? Here we go. Stop lying to the girl. Alright, here he is. Girl really is trying to hook up with Seth. Really? Gonna make me wait another day. And he's upstairs. Is this the confession?
Lizzie, do you want to take the day off? I can take over your shift.
Of course not. But if you want to hang out together during vacation, I can line my schedule up with yours so we can take some days off together.
I'm just looking to work some overtime.
Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Seth,
Yeah, that's the only thing
there's
that's gonna
something I
work.
want to tell you. Seth, I like you. Please be my boyfriend.
Hey, Seth! And Lizzie, right? What a coincidence. What are you two chatting about?
Oh, manager! Are you the video store owner I met last time? Small world. Sorry, but we're kind of in the middle of something private here. Is it okay if I send Seth to catch up with you later?
I'm sorry, Miss Lizzie, but I have urgent matters to discuss with
Did
Seth
he even
too.
hear her?
Don't worry, manager. I just need to answer Lizzie's question first. It won't take long. Lizzie, I don't want to be your boyfriend.
Wow. That was
That
brutal.
was so direct that it actually sounded brutal. People who are straightforward can be scary sometimes.
Why? Am I not nice to you?
Oh, do not
Did I
come up
do
with a
something
nice
to
girl
upset
act.
you?
You're nice to me, but I don't think you like me at all. You always chat with me, and I never get what you're talking about, or even know how to respond. Every time you visit the training ground to see me, you just sit there looking bored. I don't understand why you keep coming back. That one time you invited me for dinner, the server reached out to give you those noodles that come in the black bowls as soon as you sat down at the counter. But you said you like the ones that come in the white bowls as much as I do. Why would you lie about that?
Fine. I've done lots of things that I don't like for you. I try to take an interest in all the things you prefer. Doesn't that show how much I like you?
I don't know what you mean by like, but I can tell you aren't happy. That's not how good friendships should work. Lizzie, you're very nice to me, and I believe you're not a bad person. But do you really want to be lovers or friends with me? I think you need to consider what it is that you truly want.
It must have been so nice growing up with a silver spoon.
Oh, there's the
You
nice
can come up to
girl act.
people and still sound like you're in the right at the same time. Growing up, you could get whatever you wanted as long as you were honest, right? I'm so sorry for spending so much time around you lately. It won't happen again.
Wow.
Well, it's done. Manager, you said you have something urgent to talk to me about?
No, you pretty much handled it.
It might be pointless to bring this up now, but I ran into Lizzie at the noodle shop the other day.
So that's what happened.
Did you already know about that from the start? Otherwise, why would you be so harsh to Lizzie?
I didn't know. Was what I said really that harsh? Honestly, I do feel kind of bad about it. I should appreciate Lizzie for being so nice to me, but it's not because of who I am. It's for some other reason. If this kept up, someone was eventually bound to get hurt. Maybe me, maybe her. I just did what I had to do.
Okay, that pretty
Manager,
much cinches
Is
it.
it right for me to think like that? In hindsight, all she's ever done is be nice to me. Even if it is because of my family background, I'm still the one who benefited from her kindness.
That's definitely leaning more towards negative polarity Zeely. Because a no polarity Zeely wouldn't be that attentive.
I think you did the right thing. As for Lizzie, this whole ordeal might not end up being bad for her.
Well, I just think that friends aren't only people who are good to you, but also people who are being real with each other. For example, you said I looked stupid playing soccer. I actually much prefer that kind of interaction.
I see. You enjoy getting dissed.
That's not what I mean at all. I'm saying that friends should be real with each other. I'd call you out too if you were acting dumb, and no one would say I'm being a bully because of my family background.
I have a question for you, Seth. In your opinion, what counts as being real with each other? There are things I haven't told you either.
That doesn't matter at all. Being honest doesn't mean we have to tell each other everything. I'm not interested in knowing what color toothbrush you have, or who your childhood crush was, or whatever. I'm not a kid anymore, you know? There are surely things about you that I'm not aware of, but what's the big deal?
You know, the fact that Wise is technically a criminal.
I know you genuinely want to be my friend because you like me for me, and that's what counts.
You're right. I'm happy that you consider me a friend.
Yeah, same here. Chingy always says that real friends are hard to come by, so I need to cherish the ones I have. Ugh. Why does that sound so corny when I say it? Whatever. This whole conversation is too much work. You get what I mean, right?
There we go. Corin. I already have her quest done, but whatever. Let's clear this out. Oh. And she runs in with a chainsaw. Alright. Turn the chat back on. Got anything you want to say? See if I can figure out. All right. So it's actually in the withered domain.
Need something? My services are expensive.
Starlight, it's time to shine!
Just have them use an overpowered equipment, so I don't have to worry about levels.
so double the accuracy.
Nothing to fear. The cunning hairs are here.
Starlight, it's time to shine!
Commission start. Objective. Clear Old Capital Metro, Edge.
Looks pretty heavy. I'll carry it for you. Whoa, this one's the coolest!
Warning. Squad members require urgent medical attention. Suggestion. Squad members require healing.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
That looks suspicious. Corbin, you still there?
Quit moving! It's my turn! Try this! Woohoo! Not good! Woohoo!
Yes, the Bang Boo are doing all the work.
Man it up, Do you feel it? The radiance of a shooting starlight.
Suggestion. Squad members require healing.
Woohoo! You, the legendary Hollow Raiders? The ones who hide in the hollows for investigators or other raiders to rob? Well, if so, you've obviously targeted the wrong people. We're broke, you see. Even if you sold off all my worldly possessions, you'd hardly turn a penny. Just look! I haven't even been doing my regular maintenance. I'm starting to rust.
Shut up already. You look familiar. You must be a popular model, right? Your parts can be scrapped for good money. If you keep blabbering, I'll send you to the scrapyard.
Yeah, let's screw with them a bit.
It'd make more sense to sell them as a full package.
Nice one. You've got a good eye. A premium model like me deserves to be sold whole. Wait. Why am I helping you get rich by selling me off?
This Bang Boo looks pretty sweet, too. Should fetch a good price.
Hey, Val. Make all the scrapyard jokes you want. But if you want the manager, you'll have to go through me first.
Yep, there's that Deadpool personality. Honestly, comparing Billy to Deadpool is so low effort because everyone compares him to Deadpool. And they happen to be correct.
It's my turn! Stand still!
Damn it. You guys aren't just ordinary hollow investigators.
Nope.
That's right. We're far from ordinary. I already told you, we're completely broke hollow investigators!
What should we do, boss? We can't beat these guys.
Idiot. I've got a secret weapon against robots.
Why would water work? He would obviously be waterproof.
You okay, Billy? No short circuits, right?
I'm fine. Turns out their secret weapon against robots is just water. Unfortunately for them, I'm certified waterproof. Wait a minute. My hair! It's drooping! So this whole time, your real goal was to deal a fatal
And that's why the mission
psychological
mentions
blow.
hair.
I'm looking forward to the new hairstyle.
I'm handsome with any hairstyle. Right?
Why does this robot look so familiar? Red jacket, white hair. Something seems missing, though. Hang on. Don't tell me you're the legendary...
That's right. You're looking at none other than a Starlight Knight!
And the former Sons of Caledon champion.
You know the old saying, bad guys always die because they start monologuing? Sometimes you should just keep your mouth shut.
Ah! Run! We don't want to mess with this guy!
Did you notice anything strange about those bandits? Like they were hiding something.
Really? They were probably just intimidated by the bravado of a Starlight Knight!
You're hiding
Are
something.
you hiding something from me?
I've got lots of secrets. Which one do you want to know about? Everyone has a past. You're no different, right? You can't change the past. Which is what makes the present and the future far more important. Speaking of the present, have you got a hairdryer on you by any chance to rescue my soaked hair?
Who on earth would bring a hairdryer into a hollow? And didn't you say you're waterproof? It's not like you'll short circuit.
I might not short circuit, but my hair is an important heat sink, and I gotta cool down somehow while I'm operating. The moisture hinders the heat dissipation.
Wait, what?
Let me just think up a way to blow dry my hair in here. Oh, maybe if I run fast enough, the air will naturally dry it. Let's give it a try. You stand still and don't move. I'll run circles around you.
We've strayed a bit off topic. Also, wouldn't you generate more heat when you run?
Yes.
Wow, check me out. I reckon it's really working. Who knew I could come up with such a genius solution like this? Hey, don't just walk off. Wait for me.
Hopefully that's enough. Yep, Billy Quest is done. Miyabi videotape time.
Blacktails. I think Yanagi mentioned this videotape before. What do you think of it?
It's been very popular lately and is one of our store's top picks. Did you want to watch it, Miyabi?
Since you think so highly of it, could you please wrap it up for me?
Why do you want me to wrap it up?
Wrap it up. Such a charming old-fashioned way to say it.
Is that so? Many stores wrap purchased items in paper or silk, don't they?
I'm afraid we only have plain bags here.
No need to apologize. The bag is not at fault. Also, please help me pack up the equipment for playing this videotape.
Sorry, but we don't sell equipment. You don't have a player at home?
Does no one have a player at home?
No. My father isn't fond of electronic devices. He rarely uses his phone, unless it's absolutely necessary. I guess I'll just have to watch it here. I see. A story about everyone turning into paper. I wouldn't mind turning into paper. But if the blade in my hand were to become paper, it would no longer be sharp and couldn't slice through the hollows.
Paper can be sharp too. You have no idea how many times I've given myself a paper cut while reading a book.
Can you give me a demonstration?
What?
You mean...
It's never happened to me, so it's hard to imagine paper being sharp enough to cut my fingers. Don't worry. In return, I'll slice the book that dared to cut your finger into 1,000 pieces.
Please no.
No cuts? I see. Such thin, soft paper pages would require the perfect angle and pressure to cut through flesh. It feels like the residents of the Paper Nation, in retaliation against oppression by human hands, dispatch their top warriors to deliver a decisive blow, pouring all the strength they've amassed over a lifetime against human fingers.
Girl is in an entirely different world.
In a way, we, in our attempt to slice through the hollows of New Eridu, are engaging in a similar futility.
Okay, back into reality.
Being watched from a higher dimension?
And completely gone. Absolutely out of this world.
Watching videotapes is indeed an effective form of training. I feel a greater sense of calm now. No. Maybe I'm too calm. You'll have to excuse me. Your sofa seems to possess a mysterious power that makes one feel sleepy as soon as they sit down. Has anyone else ever sat on your sofa? Did they have the same feeling?
That has happened before. There she is.
Despite my best efforts to figure it out, I still don't get it. Everything in the outer ring moves slowly. Desert and rocks never change, but every time I come to the inner ring, it's completely different every few days. There are extravagant stores everywhere, kicking out the old magazine stands.
Where did you buy magazines before? Is there someone who sells them in the outer ring?
Buy? They get sent to the outer ring regularly. They're basically just unwanted trash. I really like them. They're good for lighting fires if you're out camping. Some things seem to lose all use once they go out of fashion. But in the outer ring, things are different. Can you picture it? Trash blown all over the place by the wind in the outer ring, looking like confetti. Broken records sound different every time they're played, just as the wind is ever changing. Do you think the people who threw them away would regret it if they knew? But once something's lost, it's lost. Never to be found again. What's little old me getting all sentimental about? How corny.
There's no need to feel embarrassed. It's It's a totally normal feeling.
Oh, you understand little old me so well, Proxy.
I mean, we've known each other for so long, Piper. So it's easy to recognize that you feel embarrassed whenever you refer to yourself as little old me.
Has it been that long? It seems like it passed in a flash, but I guess that's true. Every day when driving the truck, the scenery outside is always moving. When I stop sometimes, it feels like a dream. But I always feel as though I'm always pushing forward, and as long as the road's still there, I'll be able to find my way back where I started. Especially if you drive on familiar roads every day. You'll naturally assume that everything is the same every day. But it's only when one day your car suddenly breaks down at the roadside that you realize this road has been repaired again and again, and that the pedestrians have all gone elsewhere. It's completely different from how you remember. Little old me is afraid of familiar things changing.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Yeah, it's always nice to cherish things you like. Maybe the next time we meet, it'll be goodbye forever. Who knows when we'll have another chance to meet again?
Don't jinx it.
Then I'll say something positive. Maybe the next time we meet, you'll be all grown up, and I'll barely recognize ya.
You seem to always treat me like a kid, Piper.
Kids always change the most. I'm trying to get to know you, Proxy. That's why it feels like that. Even though there are lots of things about you that I don't get, I'm still looking forward to each and every time we meet, Proc.
Alright. I should really check those recordings to make sure they sound good. Soldier 11, who has the lowest developed trust. That's it. And of course, Miyabi. No, your chat's visible now. I'm done with the recordings. I could make one more, but there isn't any real need to do it today. Could a no polarity Zeely manifest as antisocial? They're not necessarily social. It's more like they're exuberant. If we were talking about one that is antisocial, well, Zeely, no polarity Zeely can include convicts. That's not where I wanted to go. Stalin? Unexpected. He's most likely a narcissist. I would assign to him Negatron polarity narcissist. Oh, him? Negatron right-winged authoritarian.
Shit! Inadequate. Let's make this quick.
Him we know for absolute certain.
Scoundrels!
Allow me, Yingu.
His is the archetype that doesn't actually engage in genocide, but extermination.
What a nuisance.
Genocide is a different archetype. And a psychopathic one.
Concentrate. Obliterate form and spirit. Release.
Communism, depends on how it manifests. Yes, Tory definitely like communism. However, when you look at those who talk about socialism and communism in America, those people are surprisingly often freak. And that's in spite of the fact that capitalism is also free.
Coming from behind.
Now's our chance! Last breath!
Allow me. Your fate is sealed. Focus. Watch out.
Can't stop me!
Perfect shot. Make it fun for me.
Breaking through! Exclusive recipe made just for you!
I'll watch over you. Allow me. Be gone. Step back. Let me. Is our prey giving you trouble? An opening.
There we go.
Turn up the heat!
Let's make this quick. Swift yet still.
Oh. Took me a few reads to understand your question. Is Freak the most image-oriented type? I would say that's an accurate assessment. Though it's actually something freaks and narcissists have in common.
The time. Gotta keep the claws sharp. Weakling. Focus.
Though, again, narcissists and freaks are image-oriented, but when it comes to... But there's also the right-wing authoritarians who care a great deal about how they're perceived.
Breaking through!
Allow me. Cycle of yin and yang. Active cream. Shift. This'll cost extra. It's over now. An opening. Concentrate. To the skies! Sneak attack! Take this! It's almost... Inadequate.
Your behavior won't be tolerated! Now's our chance! Breaking through!
Allow me. Become.
Rest. Have a taste of the Yunhui Chef's unique technique!
Weakling. You're nothing but prey.
We don't have any specific theory in that regard, but we do know about archetype synergies.
Let's play a little. Let's make this quick.
And theoretically, archetypes that synergize could
Swift
form
yet still.
healthy relationships with each other.
Release. Evil shall be purged. You better thank me. Yin and yang converge. Concentrate.
Let me see what you're made of! Last breath! The time is right! Crank up the heat! Your behavior won't be tolerated! Breaking through!
Alright. Alright, so... You want me to elaborate on synergies? Let's see if I can bring that up again. Alright, so you may remember how I mentioned Slave would hybridize Zeely's sight with psychopath blindness to get something that is in the middle. Something that's a net zero. However, a synergy would be if a psychopath, a reckless psychopath who has the archetype of blindness, gains the ability to see and actually understand things objectively. This would be a synergy. Not causing something in the middle, but overcoming the weaknesses and gaining a benefit from both. Another thing is that right-winged authoritarians and Time Lords easily synergize if they are the same polarity. My own brother is a covalent Time Lord, and his wife is a covalent right-winged authoritarian. The thing about covalent Time Lords is that they can be very laissez-faire when it comes to intimacy and relationships. And they end up letting go far too easily, and whereas a covalent right-winged authoritarian in a relationship is going to be very possessive. I do not know of any slave synergy. They most likely exist, but I don't know of any. Another synergy I know of that I've discovered sometime last Christmas would be Hyperpolar Tori, which includes caveman-type characters who don't know how to speak properly, which can synergize with covalent Archangel, which is the archetype of communication. So an archetype that can't communicate synergizes with the archetype of communication.
Take a break, Jingu. All right.
One thing that's important to keep in mind is that for a synergy to even be possible, they have to at least be able to enjoy each other's No, I am not the creator of this system, though the creator is a max polarity angel.
Shifu, allow me my turn in the lantern.
Look out! Obliterate form and spirit. Scatter. Shift.
The creator of the system
Clarity and
himself
impurity
found
cycle.
me. He essentially found a story I wrote that happened to be itself max polarity angel.
Concentrate.
Oil in the pan.
Weakling. Focus. Shift. It's over now. Disappointing.
Describing it as hunting is hardly accurate. But it's really not too hard to figure out. It's about finding people who can properly learn 72 archetypes, as well as just people he can relate to.
Beg for mercy. Scratch that. Too late.
Last breath.
Allow me. Strength. Cycle of yin and yang. As decreed.
Breaking through.
Swift yet still. Clear yet murky. Ha! Concentrate.
Exclusive recipe made just for you. Hey!
An opening. Watch out!
This again. Oh, where'd that come from?
Yin and Yang converge.
Perfect shot! Make it fun for me!
Scoundrels! Last breath!
Allow me.
Yeah, I'm part of one of them.
Here it goes!
Breaking through!
So at the moment, we only have 3 people.
Take this! An opening.
Stay focused!
Take this! Disappointing. Your fate is sealed. Yeah! Swift yet still. Release. Don't get careless.
No,
Weakling!
honestly,
You're
I don't know
nothing but
where
prey.
he is or what he's doing right now.
Last breath!
Last I heard, he's busy trying to upgrade his personality.
Shifu, have a taste of the Yunhui Chef's unique technique! Breaking through!
Allow me evil shall be purged.
Beg for mercy! Scratch that! Too late!
Be gone. Cycle of yin and
I
yang.
do, but surprisingly, it's not a very interesting story, and not something I could tell properly. So I'm simply not going to. As for how he created it, well, you can actually find that on his website. You did open up and find the website, right? Oh yeah, definitely the best. What would be the second best personality system? Ah. One might... Carl Jung created a personality system. He is a Zeely personality, himself being the archetype of logic. Except logic is absolutely terrible when trying to understand the complexities of human behavior. So really his personality system, Jungian Archetypes, is not very good. We have Sonics, which is a Time Lord system, but it's just so random and unstructured that you can't really get anything concrete out of it. So that's no good either. To get a good personality system, you need a personality that is partially bound by space. And the only thing that is in active use right now that fits that criteria is the Big Five, which is a narcissist system. So I would say that the narcissist system of the Big Five is the second best. We don't even have a slave one, because slave personality systems are going to be astrology, which should be discarded entirely. Enneagram? Can't say I've heard of that one. I haven't really memorized the entire website by... So... Let's see. Oh, it's right here. Oh, well, yep, there it is, right there, and it's considered slave. What am I reading? Oh, I opened up the website to find what you mentioned. I'm gonna jump back and do this.
Concentrate. Shit.
Is our prey giving you trouble?
Please, enlighten me.
Take a break, Yinku. Be gone. What a nuisance. I'll watch over you. The time is now.
Let's play a little.
Let's make this quick.
There are no theories on how someone could become a type. Or if there are, it's like becoming such a high quality version of a neutral personality that you somehow evolve. But that's not even theoretical. That's a fantastical idea. Like, as in pure fantasy. Again, as I've said before, whichever type you're born with is the one you're going to die with. Could be genetics, or it could be something more spiritual.
Gotta keep the claws sharp.
Weakling.
Turn up the heat. Last breath.
Obliterate form and spirit. Release.
Weaklings, you're nothing but prey.
Breaking through.
Your fate is sealed.
It may affect someone's archetype, it may affect how their values manifest, but it's not going to affect their core personality. Just listen to the stories about twins who grow up in different households. There's the story of two twins, both being neat freaks. One is developed, and grows up in a family that is very clean and neat, so he says that family's habits rubbed off on him, causing him to become the same way. Whereas another one of the twins grew up in a very messy, dirty household, and his dislike for that caused him to become a neat freak. But ultimately, they just had the same foundational values. No, it's still about the same.
Stay focused.
The time is right. Crank up the heat! Yeah!
Cycle of yin and yang. Active cream.
Last breath!
Break. Be gone.
Perfect shot. Make it fun for me.
Take this.
It's over now.
Disappointing. Clarity and impurity cycle.
Breaking through!
Swift yet still, clear yet murky. Inadequate.
Beg for mercy. Scratch that. Too late.
Last breath! Oil in the pan!
Let's make this quick. Obliterate form and spirit. Scat evil shall be purged.
Weakling. You're nothing but prey.
Let's make this quick.
Exclusive recipe made just for you! Hey!
What a nuisance.
Last breath!
There we go. Your polarities? Well, you're certainly not a no polarity.
Breaking through!
Inadequate.
Perfect shot. Make it fun for me.
Be gone.
Let's play a little.
Weakling. Cycle of yin and yang. Release. Your fate is sealed. Shit.
Yeah, MBTI, that one is Tory. If we're talking about that one, I am INTP.
Last breath!
Break!
Breaking through!
Beg for mercy. Scratch that. Too late.
Obliterate form and spirit. As decreed. Be gone.
Yeah, you could say a lot are. Not all of them.
Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
There's a lot of people who aren't angels who have been assigned or think they're INTP.
Weaklings. You're nothing but prey.
Take this. Disappointing. Evil shall be purged. Cycle of yin and yang. Scatter.
Have a taste of the Yunque Chef's unique technique!
What the hell? How did I get hit with the slowdown?
Chi and mind as one.
Breaking through!
Let's make this quick.
Take this.
Your fate is sealed.
Last breath!
Take this.
Perfect shot. Make it fun for me.
No, there really isn't. Unless you want to jump to my website, but even then, not my website. My YouTube channel.
Be gone.
It's over now.
Last breath!
Take this.
Stay focused. Take this. Disappointing. Swift yet still. Swift yet still. Clear yet murky. Ha!
The time is right. Crank up the heat! Hey!
Beg for mercy. Scratch that. Too late.
Breaking through!
The source I used is our chat groups.
Evil shall be purged.
When it comes to learning 72 archetypes, that's the only truly effective way. Being a member of our chat groups. When it comes to learning 72 archetypes, the most effective thing is, well, to be a member of our chat groups. Yep, like that. What are we looking at? Miasma Priest, Miasma Fiend, and Pompey. Oh, that's not fun. This one isn't resistant to ice. Why is this still yellow? Covalent Angel is the innocent child. So, an archetype strongly associated with childlike curiosity and wonder. Is the archetype of wishes and of flight. Yep, S would be slave. Oh. It was a little blurry, so it looked like an A. Alright, covalent slave. Well, they're the reason why those archetypes are called slave. They're most... That is the archetype that is the most subservient or deferential to their whoever they consider their master or whoever they consider in charge. The term Uncle Tom describes that archetype. Ah, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna set my bread out to thaw. Yes, a person can be a slave archetype if they find freedom important. After all, that would just be them. That would be them in being a slave to modern sensibilities. Not something you can easily get away with. Or away from. That's because I was away from the mic. But yes, a person can be a slave if they find freedom important, because they're a slave to modern sensibilities. Positive polarity slave will be an obsession with money, and money-making schemes, like investments, funds, cryptocurrency, things like that. Let's see, a covalent slave. I haven't really thought of any or learned any specific ways to identify them in real life. Positron slave. Well, you should know that covalent slave is subservient and deferential to others. So, whereas a positive polarity slave is greedy and just clings on to any opportunity to earn money, a positron slave, who gained the subservient nature of covalent, is someone who is actually prone to philanthropy or charity work. They also tend to have a fascination or love of children. That's why positron slave is called the babysitter. Unfortunately, if it gets bad, it can lead to pedophilia. Max polarity slave. They often have this elder quality about them. Like, even if they are young, they might just act old. So a max polarity slave will demonstrate qualities that are just old or tired, or they might, if not that, they may just seem like some kind of sage. A max polarity slave I know of in the field of psychology would be Jordan Peterson. Alright. Alright. A negative polarity slave. We're going to be looking again at someone who's very food motivated. Hyperpolar slave. Let's see. They actually are likely to think fairly highly of themselves. And will think of themselves as the leader of any friend group they are part of, even if they aren't actually the leader. So in a way, they're the polar opposite of a covalent slave, who is deferential, whereas a hyperpolar slave is being the opposite of that, will think of themselves as a leader, even if, they aren't one. And Negatron slave, those are the quitters. The archetype of the quitter. They have an extreme amount of inertia. Can't get them moving or doing much of anything. To the point where they will even starve themselves because they can't even be bothered to be food motivated. Or motivated by anyone. And again, they might demonstrate having alternate personalities or personality states that do things for them if they have to do things. That's a Time Lord way of thinking and isn't going to be consistent. Well, that's either a Time Lord or Freak way of thinking. But again, possesses no consistency. Yeah, I've just reached the point where all I want to do is eat. Just so you know, I only ever eat once a day. Once that's done, I don't need to eat again until tomorrow. I'm done with Zenless. I'm gonna stop my stream temporarily so I can change my titles in my chosen game, which will be Honkai Star Rail.